What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to the Universal Manual Farming Fleet fitting tutorial, and basically just a tutorial on how to build yourself one of those fleets, okay? I've promised you guys to bring this video because it's growing more and more popular, this fleet, and more important, and I wanted to cover it as best as I could, okay? So I made different versions of this. Here we have the high-end version, the medium version, and the low-end version of this fleet, okay? For everyone there's something in there, and just make sure, guys, that you find the one that has your level of technology, okay? Before we go into the fittings, I want to show you a few little videos of what you can do with it, okay? Yep, I'm really big now because I need to overlay myself down there in the corner because that's my own video right here where I was also speaking and doing stuff. So, what we're doing here is using the high-end version of the Universal Manual Farming Fleet against level 60 raiders of the Iron Star Company, okay? There you can see what this fleet is capable of. You don't really need the decoy 100% here, but it allows you to drag them all in one direction and kill them all at once without allowing them to split up around your fleet, okay, which they would usually do if you would not pull them away with a decoy in the beginning, okay? So that's the Echo Ray version. I also want to demonstrate to you guys the Vector Torpedo version, which we can see here. That's the Vector Torpedo version of the Universal Manual Farming Fleet, which also works very well, okay? I have here these Spectral Warheads. The fitting I'm going to present you in this video is a little bit different, but it's still also the Vector version you will get for lower version and higher version. And yeah, you can see you can still basically do the exact same thing. Also with the net torpedoes now, the Arrestor Beam is out of order since it has been nerfed into, well, oblivion. So, also these fleets are not only capable of taking care of Vsec fleets and Vega fleets and farming, they are also quite efficient when it comes to PvP, so let's have a look at this. Here we are in a PvP video of mine, which is still going to come out. It's not even released yet. Maybe it is released before... I don't know, let's forget that what I just said here. Anyways, you can see here this fleet is also capable of dealing with everything that an opponent throws at you. You can even deal with cutters. Usually when I'm being attacked with this fleet with Mark 5 or Mark 4 cutters, I either win the match with one battleship still alive, or I kill the entire enemy fleet, all except for one cutter or something like this. It's insanely hard to take this fleet down without losing your entire fleet only as well. And here we have, well, the cruisers. And cruisers are really easy to kill with this fleet in PvP. The opponent doesn't stand much of a chance against that. So basically what this fleet is, it's the counter to everything that you can outrange and outspeed or slow down, in this case cruisers, easily, okay? If you know how to handle them, that is, okay? And then we have one more version in PvP using the Vector Torpedoes. Also here against cruisers, you can see they don't stand a chance. Look at the amount of splash damage going over from those Vector Torpedoes. Those ships are basically dying all at once. It's crazy, okay? So this fleet is really universal, and it's not only a powerful farming fleet, it's also a player farming fleet, so to speak. I'm glad I have it because I really need it, and I couldn't fight any civil wars without it. So let's take a look at the fittings. Alright, here we are back in the fittings version of this video, guys. What you can see here is the so-called low-end Universal Manual Farming Fleet. This right here is the Echo Ray version. If we scroll in a little bit, then you might be able to see the things a little bit better that I equipped, but also I can show them to you in a different way by clicking here. Like, the carrier is only a Midgard carrier because it's the low-end version. I expect nothing less than the lowest possible things from you here. Bomber Squadrons level 2 are not even that important. The most important thing is the agility support field that the Midgard carrier provides you with, okay? Syntium Armor 2 twice, Fusion Thrusters 3, and the Meta Phase Shield level 2 here. The Venoms are equipped in the Echo Ray version here with Meta Phase 2, Fusion 3, Focused Optics 5, Iridium Armor 2 and 3, and we have Echo Ray 2, 2, 2, and 1 net torpedo level 2, which is also very important. This here is a Mark 1 ship. Obviously, it is really easy to Mark upgrade Venom battleships, okay? You can farm them so easily with my auto farming fleets, which you can find the entire video playlist about all those fleets in the video description of this video right here. Yeah, and you can farm them easily to mark them up to Mark 3. This way they deal a lot more damage, they require less weight for their weapons, and they get more additional weight for the ship. So you can equip a lot more power to the ship, maybe even an Echo Ray level 3 if you have it, or all the way level 2 with higher armor, or whatever. Like, you can basically play around with this and have a lot more. Oh cool, there's a Battlefleet Gothic Armada advertisement on this page. This right here is by the way, the Vega config ship calculator site, which I will link all those fittings, which I post here, all those fittings I'm showing you here, I will link to this video description right here, okay? The person in charge of this site here is doing a hell of a job keeping this site up to date. I would really appreciate you guys visiting this site and turning off your ad block, or I don't think it works with ad block, just hitting one of those ads here because that's basically what makes him worth it, okay? It makes it worth for him if you click one ad every time you visit his site. Because he's putting a lot of time and effort into this, and it's just fair for you guys to do this, okay? Anyways, let's keep on going with the video here. This was the Echo Ray version on Mark 1. I would strongly advise you guys to Mark upgrade those Venoms to Mark 3 very quick, because then you can equip so much more power to them, okay? So, there is also a Venom low-end version Vector Torpedo, okay? We have the Vector Torpedoes 1, 1, 2, 2, and Net Torpedo level 2. And, we don't need the Spectral Warheads, we don't need the AM Warheads, they are already effective as it is, and they also have a good amount of damage output. As you can see here, 180 DPS on each and every single one of those Mark 1 Venoms. That's really powerful. So if you mark them up to Mark 3, you are probably going to be able to equip Mark II Vector Torpedoes all the way, maybe by reducing the armor a little bit or something like this. It's really good. I would advise you guys to do this. That's a low-end version, okay? And it has, of course, also the Talon Frigate, which has nothing else than just rear thrusters level 4 and a Meta Phase Shield level 1. This way, it's still a free instant repair. If you do something wrong and it dies, no problem, and you still have that decoy. Like I said, you don't necessarily need that decoy 100% for all the fleets. For some fleets, it might be possible, or even better, to just use 5 of those Venoms, okay? Just remove the frigate and use 5 of those Venoms. But that frigate basically allows you, and if you practice this a lot, to pull the ships in a way so that they do exactly what you want them to do. And that way you can obliterate them so easily. And it basically doesn't matter if it's a Vsec fleet, Vega fleet, Iron Star Com. It doesn't matter anymore. If you use the decoy, it's truly universal. And that's why it is in here, okay? So, let's show you the mid-end universal manual farming fleet. For this, I purposely chose to use only Fury battleships because they have now a lower build time than the Dread battleships. They are easier to get because you can just research them the regular way, and you have the first Ragnarok carrier in here. It's medium. I expect you guys to have a Ragnarok carrier in this category because it's just one of the most important. No, let's rephrase that. It's the most important carrier in the game. Period, okay? That's why I expect you guys to have it for the medium level version here and Fury battleships, okay? We don't go into the detail about the Fury battleships here, just so much. You can have Echo Ray 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and Net Torpedo 2 here with a Focused Optics 5. The carrier has Bomber Squadrons 3 in the optimum situation with the Fusion Thrusters, Meta Phase Shield, Syntium Armor. Let's scroll in a little bit so you can see it for yourself and stop the video if you want to. Okay, that's the fitting for the medium level version here. Also, once again, Fury battleships are easily to upgrade to Mark 4. On Mark 4, they would even get an additional weapon slot, right? And you could also start putting resistance items into them in order to reduce repair time from attacking enemy carriers, for instance. Some farming fleets have carriers in which you cannot avoid being hit by, so why not have a couple of resistors on them? Yeah. And like I said, easy to mark upgrade those Furies. It's not as easy to mark upgrade the Dread battleships, and this is why we're already getting into the high-end universal manual farming fleet with this one, okay? Let's scroll in a little bit in the beginning so you can once again stop the video for yourself and check out the exact fitting here. We also have the energy resistors, but this time I don't really need to do this. I can just give you the exact fitting. Let's take a look at the carrier. It's Mark 5. It's the high-end version. It does not need to be all Mark 5 here, okay? But because it's the high-end, I made it Mark 5 all the way. So here we are with the Bomber Squadrons 3, Syntium Armor, Fusion Thrusters, carrier, okay? It requires a lot less weight, the carrier, with the Bomber Squadrons 3 now because it's Mark 5. you save yourself probably 1,000 tons or so on the fleet mass by just having this carry-on Mark V. In addition to that, it deals a lot more damage to shields and in general and all that. Okay, so there's a huge bonus to doing this. Here you can see it. So the dreads are fitted here in the high-end version with the Echo Rays, okay? You will also get the Vector Torpedo version in a minute. Just take a look at the Echo Rays first. Mark V, Meta Phase Shield level 3, Fusion Thrusters 3, Focused Optics 5, Syntium Armor 3 twice. And then we have Echo Ray 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 2 on the other side, because it gets a 7th weapon slot on Mark IV, right? So here we have 3 times level 2 Echo Rays, 3 times level 3 Echo Rays, and a net torpedo level 3. It really slows down very, very well. You can probably still do it with level 2, but level 3 is what I would advise you guys to get. This way it reaches 170 DPS almost, and it has insane bonuses against cruisers, and you will take down things a lot easier, and yeah, you still have a good amount of shield and armor. Powerful fleet, let me tell you this, okay? You just saw it in action in PvP for a second there. And then we have the Vector Torpedo version, which actually reaches the same amount of DPS for some strange reason. Look at this. It's the same amount. That's funny. And we have here the Spectral Warheads level 2. You don't have to use them. You could also use Armored Hold. You could also use just regular AM Warheads level 2, for instance. You don't have to do this. I do it because you could also just leave it away and only use Vector Torpedoes level 3. This way you reach 220 DPS or something, but you will not be able to use the Spectral Warheads together with the Vector Torpedoes level 3, because it weighs too much, okay? So, what I did here, I removed the Vector Torpedoes to level 2. I went back to level 2 because the Spectral Warheads increase shield damage and shield bypass and area explosive damage. So, in a way, you deal a lot more damage with the Spectral Warheads. So you actually reach the same performance as the Vector Torpedoes level 3 together if you use the level 2 versions together with the Spectral Warheads too. You reach almost the same performance, but you will have a lot lower resource repair costs, okay, when it comes to repairing your ships. And also it doesn't take as long to build the ship, to upgrade the ship, and also you don't need Vector Torpedoes level 3, which not everyone has. So this right here is actually the high-end Vector Torpedo Mark V dread, okay? Even though it's only using Vector Torpedoes 2. I wouldn't go and use Vector 3 here, because the Spectral Warheads, like I said, makes it so that it's pretty much the same efficiency, the same strength and power as Vector 3, with a lot higher efficiency, thanks to the lower requirements, lower costs and everything, okay? And here we also have the Energy Resistors level 3, okay? That's something I didn't show you here, but that's the same what we have here, Energy Resistor level 3, in order to fight very well against PvP, because what attacks you and what hits you very often is either enemy battleships with energy-based weapons, or cutters rushing you with energy-based weapons, right? So Energy Resistors level 3, very good choice here, and Vector Torpedo level 2 again. So that's the Universal Manual Farming Fleet tutorial, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at the video description, and also, like in every one of those important tutorial videos, I would like you guys to check out my Patreon page. It's in the video description. You can see how many people we have, where we're at, and what the next milestone goal is. I want to get more into streaming, creating videos a lot more if you check out those goals right here. And yeah, this is a way how you guys can support me if you feel like those videos that I'm doing for you are important and are useful to you, okay? So please go ahead, check it out, and I would greatly appreciate you guys becoming a part of this and helping in the growth of my channel. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for bearing with me, you guys are awesome. As always, Manni-Gaming signing off. Bye bye.